Welcome back to my channel one more time. Now, conspiracy theories are swirling on the internet coming from Irish newspaper. So this is not something I'm making up or you are hearing from me for the first time, but you will hear it from many other sources. And now this time Irish newspaper, they have said that President Trump is missing. He went without any public engagements for the 7th consecutive day, reigniting health concerns as he approaches his 80th birthday. Basically, what they're saying is that since the last interview with Lara Trump, President Trump was not seen in public sphere. Now, social media users expressed growing worry about the president's well-being after journalist Aaron Rupert flagged on Twitter that Trump had made no public appearances since May of 27 when he attended his cabinet meeting. Since that time, Trump, who was recently caught on camera in a shocking moment with Melania, has only been visible in a pre-recorded interview. Many started pointing out that the president does not appear publicly during the beginning of every single month. I did not notice a possible pattern until someone pointed it out. It's the first of the month. He seems to disappear around this time, chimed in another person. Now, a third posted, I know we are all a little weary of dementia Twitter, but it does seem odd that a president who lives on camera just does not do any public appearances about once a month for almost a week. Now, there are so many reasons why that would happen, because if you can understand the whole thing here, and that is that Donald Trump, he's always camera focused. He loves the attention. That's why he talks all the nonsense, the garbage most of the time, because of the need of attention he desires so much. And then all of a sudden, even if it is something regular that he will be doing going forward, or that's what he had been doing, it doesn't make any sense. The only reason I believe that he's disappearing on a regular basis every month, whether it is the first of the month or the last of the middle or just all of a sudden, is because he needs some special care, special treatment. Now, I want to share with you this other video clip here from Keith Edwards' show. But before I do that, just to remind you, if you're not subscribed to my channel, consider subscribing, because this helps to beat the algorithm, to beat the censorship, I should say. Also, hit the like if you like this video, and also leave a comment. Let's take a listen at this one first.
The last time we saw the president was, of course, about 7 days ago when he was interviewed by Lara Trump. That interview came out recently, but we have not seen the president since then. The president, as I said, he endorsed Congressman Tom Keene. If you remember, we did a video on him about a couple of weeks ago. He's also missing too. I guess Republicans don't even bother to show up anymore for the job. They literally just take a paycheck and stay home. Donald Trump endorsed Tom Keene, said he's never going to let you down. Well, my brother in Christ, Tom Keene has been missing for more than 90 days, and he was supposed to come back, but we looked into it and he hasn't. Now, as one commentator says here,
so why would Tom Keene not be visible? Why would he also disappear? Well, it is nothing new. Tom Keene does that occasionally, and there was a report that suggested that he actually was vanishing from the public eyes, and he kept doing that for on several occasions. Now, fueling public curiosity coming from Irish newspaper further was the revelation that the day prior to the May 27th cabinet meeting, the president made an hours-long visit to Walter Reed National Military Medical Center. If you do not remember that, he was admitted to the hospital. Even the White House will not tell you all of these details, but yeah, he was there. He was like, yeah, I'm taking a special care. It's a third such visit within a year. Well, just 1 year, he had to go to Walter Reed National Military Medical Center for the third time. Why? I mean, he claims that he's healthy, right? Why would he have to go to the hospital and get admitted into it if he doesn't have any problem? Makes absolutely no sense. I mean, especially when he comes out and he brags about his health. Hey, I'm okay, I'm doing good, I'm the fittest, I can take cognitive tests. Obama, I can challenge any other president to take it. Nobody will beat me. And then all of a sudden you hear this news that he was admitted to a hospital, this specialist hospital. I mean, you do not go to Walter Reed National Military Medical Center unless you have some serious problems. right? You don't just go there. Oh, I feel like going there. No, you have to have some very important reason to go there. And now he's saying, okay, I have best cognitive thing, and I'm so sharp and this and that. But then all of a sudden you're visiting that 3 times a year. Okay, his third such visit within a year. This came up before Dr. Ozzie delivered a bombshell. So Dr. Ozzie, if you do not know him, he's a doctor actually. I don't think he has anything to do with the White House, but he dropped a bombshell announcement regarding Trump's health results during what was described as a disaster press briefing, quote unquote, disaster press briefing. It's the first time of the month, time for his monthly treatments. Expect to see large bruises on his hands and open sores on other parts of his body in the next few days. One user commented, referencing widespread online speculation surrounding the president's recurring hand bruising. So the hand bruising is so bad for Donald Trump. Like he had to wear a makeup on his hand, and sometimes he will be hiding his hand for the media not to see it, right? But is this the reason why he's going there, or is there something else? I am now very, very suspicious there is something else to it. Let's take a listen a little bit more of this.
Tom Keene in months, yet he's been insider trading, and he introduced a bill on Friday. What the F is going on in Congress? Set aside partisanship for a second. How the F is this acceptable? Well, it's not. It's not acceptable. If it were happening on the left, we'd call it out. That's what we do here in this channel. It's happening on the right. We're calling it out. If you want to call it out with us, please do while you're here. Quickly hit like and hit subscribe.
Well, just now flip the script. If it was Joe Biden, if it was Barack Obama going to the hospital this many times, not Walter Reed, but any other hospital, what the MAGA base will say, what they will say, they will be at their loudest voice to say that, oh, this president is no more functional. We should remove him from office. Let's invoke the 25th Amendment. Let's remove him. He is so senile. He's an old man. Like, okay, so Donald Trump, when he says or he calls Joe Biden Sleepy Joe. By the way, I'm not a fan of Joe Biden at all. I believe he's the genocide Joe. He's not a good president when it comes to Israel issue. But when he calls him Sleepy Joe, like, who are you then? You are in coma, literally, right? He's a Sleepy Joe. He's actually sleeping, but you are in coma. You are in much worse situation. They are lying to us. This is what Irish newspaper said. I want you to actually read with me. They are lying to us about Donald Trump's health. Another user speculated, reports the Mirror US. 6 days between public appearances feel like a long time for a president. Wonder if something is up or if this is just how his schedule works. Now, a third user said the president, who turns 80 on June 14, announced last Tuesday that his 6 months checkup at Walter Reed National Military Medical Center revealed everything checked out perfectly. Yeah, that's why you have to go back again and again. Perfectly, right? The White House took longer than expected to release the findings of his third formal medical examination since returning to office. In a memo published on Friday, U.S. Navy Captain Sean Barbella, Trump's physician, stated the president, quote unquote, remains in excellent health and has strong cardiac, pulmonary, neurological, and overall physical function. Yeah, they, you'll have to be you have to be very, very naive to believe any of this story is coming from his medical team. Because White House, we know, under Donald Trump, they lie. They cover up everything for him. Despite this, a number of prominent medical professionals have voiced doubts about the findings, criticizing what they characterize as significant gaps in the report. Quote, the report is almost too good to be true for somebody of his age. I mean, when you lie, you need to be a little bit smart. But his team in the White House, when they lie, they're not smart whatsoever. That people are dumb people he hired. Now, Texas vascular surgeon William Schutz, I hope I'm saying the name right, told the Wall Street Journal this seems to be a filtered narrative. CNN medical analyst Dr. Jonathan Rayner, who previously served as cardiologist to former Vice President Dick Cheney, raised concerns over the decision to conduct another coronary artery CT scan on Trump, given that his last scan took place in October. So he has problem with his heart. He has neurological issues too. Quote, "We don't typically scan patients 6 months later unless we are concerned about a finding on the initial scan. What prompted the repeat CT?" Rayner wrote on X on Saturday. A lot of people are raising a lot of questions, and we are not just getting any answer. Rather, it is just getting even worse. So people are asking even more questions. Now, President Trump holds the distinction of being the oldest individual ever to assume the nation's highest office. So he's the oldest man. Yet the White House consistently maintains that he remains fit and capable of fulfilling his presidential duties. President Trump is the sharpest and most accessible president in American history who is working nonstop to solve problems and deliver on his promises. And then we know that he's just gone. And he remains in excellent health. White House spokesperson Davis Engel said in a recent statement, which is 100% BS, because, of course, when you say someone is very sharp, someone is very healthy at the age of 80, especially with those bruises, you cannot claim that. It doesn't make any sense. You are just hyperboling about his health situation, nothing more than that. It is a complete overstatement saying that an 80-year-old man has no problem with his health. He's doing just fine. He's like an Olympic athlete. That's what they're trying to portray him as, Olympic athlete. He doesn't have any problem. He can jump, he can run, he can do whatever he wants with his body. Now, last July, Trump received a diagnosis of chronic venous insufficiency, a widespread condition affecting older individuals that develops when leg veins struggle to return blood to the heart, causing it to accumulate. Since that time, he has made repeated efforts to conceal his swollen legs, those cankles, along with persistent bruising on his hand. So he's rotting. This guy is rotting. Literally, Donald Trump is rotting in his hand, in his legs, but he's finding always a way to cover it from the camera, but no more. According to White House physician Sean Barbabella, the president takes approximately 325 milligrams of aspirin daily for cardiac prevention. Of course, he's fat, he's not healthy, he's unfit. Like this guy, Donald Trump, like if he was fit physically, I would have believed all of these stories. He's not physically fit. Like a man with that kind of weight, he's overweight, he's an obese. How can he not get any sickness? He is taking those pills for those cardiac prevention, and he's taking those aspirin, I'm sure, on a regular basis. On previous occasions, Trump has attributed his bruising primarily to his aspirin regimen. Okay, so he does take aspirin. He did admit that. The White House has additionally pointed to the president's frequent handshaking as a contributing factor to the lesions. Okay, following his October visit to the medical facility, Trump disclosed to journalists that he had undergone an MRI. Okay, so that MRI that he did, we had absolutely no idea about that until later on we found out, because White House would not admit anything right away. And the reason for that is most likely because they were anxious. They were worried what they will find after the MRI is done. And once they confirm that, okay, no, nothing major, then they reveal to the public that yes, he did go for the MRI. Now, however, that examination was subsequently revealed to have actually been a CT scan of his heart and abdomen. President Trump agreed to meet with the staff and soldiers at Walter Reed Medical Hospital in October in order to make the most of the president's time at the hospital. We recommended he undergo another routine physical evaluation to ensure continued optimal health, Barbabella said in a statement. As part of that examination, we asked the president if he would undergo advanced imaging, either an MRI or CT scan to definitively rule out any cardiovascular issues. The president agreed, and our team of consultants performed a CT scan as we reveal in the post. So again, they forced him to take the CT scan. They forced him to do the MRI. And lo and behold, he did agree. But what we do not know, we know all of these things, but what we do not know is what they eventually found out after those MRIs and CT scans were done. They're definitely hiding something, because why would you ask someone to do a MRI or CT scan if that person is healthy, as Trump claims? The bottom line is, everyone in the in the White House, they know something is wrong with this guy, whether it is in his hand, his legs, swollen legs, or whether it is his cognitive decline. There is something wrong big time. I'll give you more updates about his appearance, but for now he's gone. He has disappeared. Subscribe for more